Welcome back to DigiDaily. It's your boy, your host, Xanda. Had to, so, a couple things. Yesterday's intro was not, it's not going to be the norm. That was an older intro, actually. I used to do intros to the videos. I kind of got tired of them, and I think, overall, you know, the videos are better off without them. But the craziest part about yesterday's intro is that it actually got claimed, which is weird because the older videos with that intro in it have not been claimed. But then again, they're all, I set all my old videos to 4 kids, so I'm pretty sure if I set them all to not 4 kids, they'd all probably get claimed, which is not good because that intro is in like a majority of my older videos. So that blows. But let's jump right into the video. But before we do, I've noticed that about 30% of you watching actually aren't subscribed. So if you want to subscribe, I do daily uploads. Even when stuff like this isn't happening, I do pretty much daily uploads, and I'm planning on doing some other stuff too. So if you subscribe, you'll be watching me play with these Digimon. I'm planning on getting the Pac-Man Tamagotchi eventually. I do sometimes, but I do, you know, Tamagotchi, mostly the specialty stuff. Not a huge fan of Tamagotchi, more of a fan of Digimon, if that wasn't obvious enough. But I have other hobbies that will eventually get incorporated into the channel. But if you like the Digimon stuff, I definitely suggest you subscribe because there's lots of it, and there's lots of it that's going to be coming out. Because let me just do this now before, you know, let me just do this now instead of jumping in and then talking about the news. Let's talk about the news first. News first, super big news. The Digivice : it's been announced. Such a stupid name. First, you know, Digimon Adventure : Digivice : I guess that's just what they're calling this reboot. I don't understand it. I don't know why they don't call it, you know, Digivice 2020, Digivice Psy, yeah, Digimon Adventure Psy. I still have this working theory that maybe Bandai is keeping the name of that symbol a secret for now for some weird reason, and after the first episode or after a while they'll announce what the hell that symbol is supposed to be, and they'll start naming everything appropriately, but it doesn't seem like that might be the case, so that's sad. So, as you know, I talked about the Digivice a couple days ago. A lot of people saw that video. I was like really shocked. I haven't had that much views in a really long time. So that the Digivice that we did see was a real device, but it's not going to be a device that we can just buy in stores. So this is a little confusing about what they're doing right now. So I mean, it's genius on Bandai's part, but I do think it's a little confusing. So they showed off these keychains a while back. They light up and they look like the Digivices, and I'm guessing that's what's gonna be for the kids, because the Digivice : I'm gonna call it the 2020 Digivice 2020. The Digivice 2020 is actually a premium Bandai device. They just announced earlier today, as I'm filming this, the Digivice 2020. It's gonna cost around $90, which is a bit steep. That's definitely not cheap. I will agree with anyone there. That's almost as much as these two cost me. Actually, probably when I get it, which I'll probably be getting them on Japan You Want, just because that's who I trust. It'll probably cost me around the same price these two cost me. Maybe like $10 or $20 less, which is pretty absurd because I do not think it's gonna have as much stuff as these two content-wise, but who knows? It's too early to say, but I do think that $90 is steep. But that's usually the price they put for the premium Bandai Digivices anyway. I don't know why, but that's just how much they all cost. Oh, the Digivice 15ths that came out a while back, those were around that same price. In fact, the Metal Garurumon and War Greymon colors, which were the last versions of the 15ths that came out pretty recently, those actually I think cost around $100 to $120 before shipping, before anything. That's just the pre-order price, which is again pretty absurd, but they know they can get that money because I'm not gonna BS you guys. I'm buying it. But hands down, there's no way I'm not buying it. I love the original Digivice. I don't have one. They're super duper expensive to get, really hard to find, at a good price. And so I want this because it looks like it's going to be an LCD adventure type device. I don't know exactly how it's going to be. I think it's just going to be like a modified and newer version of the original Digivice slash Digivice 15th. So it's going to have like the pedometer function. It's going to have an adventure quest mode in it. I am pretty sure it's going to have a 2-prong connector. There's no way it wouldn't, but I mean, who the hell knows? We'll see once you see the back of this damn thing, because if you look at the device, there's really no obvious area where the prong is, but they could easily hide it in the back somewhere where you have to, like, you know, we have to connect it, like the device is like facing forward, facing backwards, you connect it kind of like that. I can see them doing something like that. I can definitely see them making it compatible with the older devices, because it is an LCD type toy. They showed in the teaser image a picture of Agumon on the device, and it looks like the 15th. The same type of screen. The edges are rounded, which looks nice. Looks a little bit more modern. But it's just a Digivice, which it's kind of a toss-up. Like, it's great, because I like the fact that they're doing that. At the same time, I think we all would have liked something a bit newer. But they tried newer with the Cross Wars Digivice, and that didn't really do well. So I don't blame them for doing something that they know will work, because this is going to work. This thing's going to sell. Us collectors that have been collecting all this for the past 3 or 4 years and have collected older stuff, we're going to buy it. There's no way we're not going to buy it. YouTubers like myself, and I'm pretty sure other YouTubers, are going to buy it. It's in the price range of things that we've already bought. And I really want to get it because I know it's going to be expensive. I know it's going to be super hard to find. I know it's going to be scalped like crazy because, you know, I really want the anime original color version of the 15th, and those devices you either can't find or they cost like legit like almost almost $400, which is insane. I am never going to pay that much for a damn Digivice. Sorry, it's never going to happen. So, you know, I have a feeling that people are going to resell this thing for upwards of $100, $200, $300 even. The sky is almost the limit when it comes to reselling these devices, because all the 15ths, super expensive, up on like around that range of price, and this seems to be a similar release type where it's kind of like the 15ths, except it's the newer Digivice. So as far as what the kids are getting, I have no idea. Maybe they're pulling a Michael Jordan and just saying fuck them kids. I have no clue. I really don't. Again, I think maybe the keychains are going to be for the kids, and this device is obviously more geared towards us, the older fans who like the older devices, because this is just pretty much a newer version of that. And like I said before, I don't think kids nowadays would be too terribly interested in an LCD type toy. It's just not something I see them doing. Maybe there's going to be a mobile app for the kids. I really don't know. Definitely the card game is for all ages. Definitely the anime is kind of essentially for all ages. But that Digivice release, that's definitely for us collectors. I have no idea what they're going to be doing for the kids. Something that I did hear and read in the With the Will, and With the Will's coverage of it that they know so far, it will light up, which is pretty sick. So I'm assuming that that outer ring will light up like we saw in the trailer, and I assume will happen in the show. The show hasn't aired yet. It will be airing this Saturday in Japan, so like Friday we'll be able, hopefully there'll be some subbed version of it. Yeah, that's super cool. I've been talking about this for like 8 minutes almost, but it's exciting. I'm really excited. I am gonna buy it. I'll be showing it off on the show. I like adventure pedometer type Digivices. I know a lot of people prefer the VPET devices and not the Digivices, but I like the Digivices. I find them fun. So I will be running it, or showing it off at least. And, you know, I'll do it adjacent to all this stuff, and it'll be fun. So I'm definitely buying it. It's going to be up for pre-order in June. I believe they said June 1st. And it'll be releasing in November. So that is a big, huge oof. That's a very long time to wait for that. I'm probably gonna forget that I even pre-ordered it, because that is a long ass wait. Like, just from now to June, I feel like is long. just how this, you know, that's just kind of how this entire month, the entire year has felt super long and drawn out. So just to wait till June just to pre-order it, that's like, oh my god, that's forever. And then November to finally get it in my hands, like that's like practically a death sentence, Jesus. But hey, there it is. I'm sorry for all you folks that don't have the money for it. I think it is BS. I wish they did like a, you know, a more mass-produced version that's not so expensive. I don't know. Maybe they're gauging interests. I don't know. I definitely know that this is a strategic move. They're definitely targeting the collector side of the fan base. I do not know if this counts as our next device. Maybe all that Olympus 13 stuff was hyping up the fact that maybe they'll show up and be like the main thing in the new version of Digimon Adventure, or maybe we're still getting another VPET Digivice. Or a VPET device, sorry. I don't know. And it's exciting though. I mean, at least we're getting something. They're definitely keeping up with their pattern of releasing things on P Bandai every couple of months. Hopefully this isn't their only announcement. Hopefully there is going to be another VPET too. But I mean, if it's just this for now and then we'll get another device later on, I'm fine with that, because like I said, I'm excited. I like it. I like Digivice Adventure, Digivice type devices, so it's gonna be fun. I do still hope though that it will be compatible with the older devices. I don't see why it wouldn't, but it's this Bandai we're talking about. Sometimes they can be a little unpredictable. Literally just hit the end record button, but I forgot to talk about a couple things. I was scrolling through Twitter and it reminded me of a couple things. So first of all, for April Fools, what Bandai did was they had a really cool kind of joint April Fool's joke with Metarot, which is known in the States or in the West as Metabots, which is still a thing in Japan, believe it or not. But the thing was that they announced a new Digimon and then a new Metabot. So the Digimon is O-Metamon, which looks awesome. He's obviously a parody of Omegamon, but instead of being Wargreymon and Metal Garurumon, it's Metabee and Rakusho, I think his name was, or Ryokusho. One of the others. Which, he looks awesome. He looks really cool. And then, I think he has the same name, Ometamon, in Metabot's game, so he was a bit more chibi, and looks more like a Metabot. And, this design is awesome. Both ways. If they were to make this into, like, a model kit or something, I would totally get it. Like, I'm serious. Like, if this becomes a model kit, like either the Metabot version or the Digimon version, I'd totally buy it. It's a really cool looking design. I liked Metabots a lot growing up, so it's super cool looking. And another thing that they just announced was they're doing this cool thing where you can watch Digimon Adventure : on your browser in Japan. I don't know how this is going to work in America. I think it's probably one of those things where you have to log in with your cable provider's info and stuff like that. But if you watch Digimon Adventure on your browser, you can actually raise a Digimon while you're watching the new Digimon Adventure show, which is adorable. I love that. It shows obviously the show, and then in the corner of the screen there is the VPET itself, very similar to the classic brick-style VPETs that we all know and love by now, I'm sure. And has 3 buttons. Looks like there's a clean poop button, a feed button, and a training button. I don't know how you get those. It looks like you need like certain points or currency, and I don't know if maybe it's gonna ask you questions about the show or something, or while you're watching the show it's gonna give you those points. But it's pretty adorable. Hopefully, like, you know, every week you get like whatever you're raising stays. Like, you know, if you get to Agumon after the first episode, like next week he'll still be Agumon, and you keep going from there. I think that'd be really adorable. Even if it's like a little like thing, I just think that's really cool. It's cute how Digimon's been doing a lot of this kind of stuff lately. So yeah, just wanted to add those 2 little things because they'll be old news by tomorrow if I don't talk about them now. So yeah, back to whatever the hell is going to be after this part. See you guys. So with that being said, let's jump into the actual raising part of today. So, oh my god, I messed up again, guys. I really did. I suck at this. I'm horrible at this. So this morning, look at that. Oh my god. So, two things. First of all, I think at this point, when you first start this device, I don't think Terriermon and Lupmon X are unlocked. I personally think maybe, for the time being, once you start this out, you only have two options. That is these two, or Dorumon would be on this one, and then Oriyumon over here. So that's my working theory. But I did still mess up. This morning I woke up and then fell back asleep like a dunce. And when I fell back asleep to take another nap, they both got 2 care mistakes. Like back to back. It was like annoying. I woke up again, I'm like, crap! I had everything set up perfectly and I messed it up. But we're going to circumvent this. We're going to try to get something new again. And by doing that, what I did was I got max effort, but level 1. So that's definitely going to get us something new, I think. And we'll see. Stop. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get you, Vitamin. So we'll see what that is. But yeah, this is what we're working with right now. Again, I'm just as disappointed as you are. But me messing up is essentially on brand at this point, which I don't like the fact that that has become my thing. But that's my thing in real life too, is just constantly messing up. So I just was hoping that it wouldn't follow me into this whole YouTube thing. But no, as you can see, didn't happen. But we're going to roll with the punches. That's what I do best. And I think that's why you guys keep watching. It's endearing in a way. Or maybe it's just funny to laugh at me. I think it's a little bit of both. But that's kind of it for these two. There's nothing much. You guys seen them before. I've seen them before. We just saw them literally last week. But I'm pretty sure we're going to get something new tomorrow. High effort, level 1. That's got to give us something. And from there, we'll do high effort, max level. Because that's something I didn't do yet. Hopefully, like I said, this gives us something new. I'd hate to tread around the same, you know, the same path, essentially. I would like to do something new. And let's just cross our fingers and hope. April 1st is today, as I'm recording this. It is the start of a new hatch, the mini and twin hatch. If you guys own a mini and a twin, if you guys own a mini, cool. If you guys own a twin, really cool, because the mini's hard to find at a good price. The twin's hard to find, period. Twin's pretty hard to find nowadays, and to find one at a good price is like, oh man, it's crazy. Those devices, I think that's gonna be my next like white whale type device, because for a while it was the XL and the minis, but now I have the XL, and I did get 2 minis, but they're not gonna come yet. They're shipping out, I think, today. Because From Japan said they were going to ship them out the 2nd of April. So I'm definitely not going to get mine in time for the hatch, which does suck because, like, I think they're doing, like, a tournament and everything on the online subreddit, and I would love, and I mean absolutely love to do that, to do the inaugural Digimon Mini tournament. But maybe I'll do my own user tournament. I've been meaning to get around to doing one of those, so maybe I'll do, like, a 3-prong or just a mini tournament, because some other 3-prong devices are too strong. But yeah, my minis are sadly not going to be coming in, which does suck, because I'm telling you guys, I got the version 3. That one's like super hard to find. I got it in box for a pretty good price. And then I also got the version 1 because, I mean, why not? It's got Omnimon on it, and it's the version 1, so why not? I'm still bummed out I didn't get that Uniqlo version, but I'll get one eventually. Just not in the cards, you know? So yeah, definitely the next like white whale device is gonna be the Digimon Twin. Both, obviously. I'd like to get a left and a right one, because that's kind of the gimmick of the twin, is that you're supposed to be raising 2 at the same time, or your friend has the other side, which is the first time I think they've ever done that kind of idea, with like twin raising mechanic, which ended up being in the 20th, and then of course in next order. But yeah. Oh, sneezing. Sorry. Make sure you cover your sneezes, guys, even if you're indoors. It's impolite to not do that. And your coughs. Don't be nasty. But yeah, that's really it. I don't have much to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow. I hope that my minis come like in a week. That'd be super cool if they come in like a week. I have them shipping here with FedEx, so maybe it'll take a couple days, maybe it won't, who knows. But I do really hope I get them somewhat in time. It's gonna be weird raising these two and then 2 minis on top of it, but I'm doing it. I don't care. I want to play with the minis so bad. You guys have no idea. I know a lot of people don't really like the minis, but I like the idea of it. It's a cuter, smaller version of the OG Digimon V-Pets. I quite like that idea. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy. Wash your hands, cover your mouth, do not go outside unless you absolutely need to. Huge shout out to everyone who is an essential worker right now. I have family members, and you know, my girlfriend Jess is an essential worker, so I really do appreciate everyone that's out there still working through all this stuff. You know, thank you guys so much for all your service, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace!